I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all-crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Friday, August 9th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story comes from Detroit, where statistically speaking, the worst team in baseball got a walk-off two-run homer from Jordy Mercer. He hit it to right center field as his 6th homer of the year, and he scored Travis Demerit. The Tigers win over the Kansas City Royals 10-8. There were other contenders for top of the order, like the Red Sox playing a quick game at Fenway Park, and we mean a quick game. We'll get to that in a second. Or even Bo Bichette making more Major League history. We'll also cover that in our Around the MLB segment, which starts right now.
Derek Jeter with one of the most unbelievable plays you will ever see by a shortstop. Ortiz in the deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
Someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
Cubs win! Cubs win! Holy cow!
Now from Major League Baseball.
We'll pick up at Fenway Park where the Boston Red Sox defeat the LA Angels 3-0. Chris Sale and Brendan Workman combined for 9 innings and only allowed 2 hits between both of them. Chris Sale improves to 6-11 on the season. He struck out 13 Angels in this game. Brendan Workman worked a 1-2-3 ninth inning to close out the game for the Red Sox, who played their quickest 9-inning game of the season, 2 hours and 16 minutes. A normal Major League Baseball game goes about 3 hours. It's the 17th time in Chris Sale's career that he has recorded at least a dozen strikeouts in a game without allowing a run. The only pitchers in the modern era with more games like that, Nolan Ryan and Randy Johnson. Nolan Ryan had 26 of them, Randy Johnson had 24. Thanks to the Elias Sports Bureau for that information. San Diego Padres 9, Colorado Rockies 3. Matt Strahm improves to 5-8 on the season for the Padres, who put 5 on in the bottom half of the 6th inning. As John Gray had to be pulled in the bottom half of the 6th, Jairo Diaz came in to try and salvage something for the Rockies. That didn't really help. The Rockies are 15-29 since John Gray had a wild pitch to allow the go-ahead run by the Padres on June 16th. Gray falls to 10-8 with a 4.06 ERA for the Rockies. Miami Marlins 9, Atlanta Braves 2. Miami jumped out to a 9-0 lead at the end of 5, and they held that through the end of the 7th. Atlanta put their 2 runs on in the top half of the 8th and the 9th. Brian Anderson hit his 19th and 20th homers of the season for Miami. Braves pitcher Dallas Keuchel falls to 3-5 on the season. As we mentioned in top of the order, Detroit Tigers 10, Kansas City Royals 8. Cleveland Indians 7, Minnesota Twins 5. Mike Clevenger is 7-2 with a 3.02 ERA for the Indians. Kyle Gibson falls to 11-5 for the Twins. Brad Hand gets his 29th save of the year for Cleveland, who are now a game out of the Minnesota Twins in the AL Central. Since June 4th, when the Twins had an 11.5 game lead over the Indians are an MLB best 40-16, and they have 3 more games against the Twins, and they could potentially take over the AL Central lead from Minnesota in this series by the end of the weekend. Watch this space for more information. San Francisco Giants 5, Philadelphia Phillies 0. The Phillies only got 1 hit on the entire night against the San Francisco pitching staff. This occurred when Cesar Hernandez singled to center field in the top half of the 6th against Madison Bumgarner of the Giants. Bumgarner ended up going 7 innings for San Francisco, only allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, and he had 3 strikeouts. He improves to 7-7 on the season for the Giants, a 3.74 ERA to go along with that. Aaron Nola, one of the best pitchers on the Philadelphia pitching staff, falls to 10-3 with a 3.67 ERA. Chicago Cubs 12, Cincinnati Reds 5. Tyler Chatwood improves to 5-1 with a 3.92 ERA for the Cubbies. Kevin Gossman falls to 3-8 for the Reds. Nicholas Castellanos, who was traded from the Tigers to the Cubbies at the trade deadline, had 2 home runs in this game. And in the final game of the night, New York Yankees 12, Toronto Blue Jays 6. Domingo Germán improves to 15-2 on the season for the Yankees. And Gio Urshela had 2 home runs in this game for New York. 5 home runs in his last 3 games for the Yankees. He's the 7th Yankee to do that, the first since Alex Rodriguez in September of 2007. The Yankees have also hit 19 home runs in their last 4 games, which is a major league record for a 4-game stretch. We mentioned Bo Bichette made more MLB history. He's the first rookie since Ted Williams in 1939 to have an extra base hit in 9 consecutive games, but he's also the 3rd major league player, first since Yadier Molina in 2016, the 3rd, counting Derek Lee in 2007, to have 9 games in a row with a double. He's also got the most extra base hits in his first 11 career games as a Major League Baseball player, 12 in 11. That's the Sport Report for Friday, August 9th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com. This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler Sports is strictly prohibited.